The Karamu is a special place to me. I grew up in a lowland area and I'm used to streams and rivers that flow calmly and gently, just like this. So I actually find this very beautiful. As a freshwater scientist, I look at water quality and the bug community, and I can see that the Karamu is struggling. It is not in a healthy state. What is happening? Well, actually, as the water flows past here, it is the sum of everything that happens upstream in the upper catchment. It collects the input of a mosaic of different rural land uses, of stormwater runoff from roads, from urban areas or industries. But that is only one of the problems. Another problem is, under natural conditions, there would be thick and mature vegetation along the streams. And they would buffer the streams from influence from the land and the climate. And it also provides shelter, food and habitat for anything that lives in the water. But currently the Karamu has barely any vegetation along the stream banks, so that has several issues. First of all, if you think of the springs bubbling up further up in the catchment, it comes out as temperatures maybe 15, 16 degrees. And in the long and hot summers that we have in Hawke's Bay, that water warms up kilometre by kilometre as it travels further downstream. And by the time it meets with other tributaries that are equally warmed up, and it flows past here, the temperature will be 10 degrees warmer, and 25 degrees is quite stressful for aquatic animals. A lot of my bugs wouldn't survive that. But there is another problem, and that is the full sunlight hitting the streams. Aquatic plants grow vigorously to nuisance levels, and then they choke the channel, they accumulate sediment, and they take out a lot of oxygen at night time when they don't photosynthesize. Actually, in a study, I found that the warm water temperatures and the low oxygen levels are the most critical factors in summer in the Karamu catchment. This is where we can start making a big difference. We can plant up the stream banks, but why would we want to put effort and money into it to improve the health of the Karamu? Well, lowland systems like these are hugely under pressure, and it is hard to find a truly healthy catchment of this type, not only in New Zealand, but in developed countries all around the world. Wouldn't it be great to have an example of a healthy lowland river in a productive environment? Also, there are a lot of animals that are specifically adapted to these lowland conditions. They need the close proximity to the ocean because they spend part of their lives out at sea and part in the lowland rivers. There is also a diverse bug community specific to this environment. By having a healthy Karamu, we would support whitebait, which are, for example, inanga, that are nationally declining in numbers, but also smelt and mullet and many other fish that just love slowly moving water and the closeness to the sea. We could even stretch our vision further. Did you know that New Zealand is a global biodiversity hotspot? Many of our plants and animals live only in New Zealand. If we lose these endemic species, they are gone from our world. We have a unique treasure to safeguard here. What if we support our special biodiversity by planting natives along the Karamu streams wherever we can? So, planting riparian vegetation is key to improving the Karamu, and it has so many more positive effects. It's a long-term perspective. It will take a lot of effort and time to get there, but by working together, I think we can make a big difference. Wouldn't it be exciting if we transformed the Karamu catchment into a leading example of a healthy lowland system in a productive landscape that supports healthy aquatic community, biodiversity, cultural values, and is a beautiful place to enjoy and recharge?